Hello, viewers and YouTube. I always want to say hello, YouTube, and that's why I paused for a second because I was like, wait, it's not hello, YouTube. As much as I can say hello to YouTube, it's hello to you viewers. You watching it right now, right there on the other side of the screen, or whatever it is you're watching on. How's it all going? This is The Moderate Gamer. It's been a good while, but I wanted to go ahead and bring another video to the channel here and go ahead and update you guys on all that's been kind of happening around my life and everything like that as well. But figured I can also throw in a video as well to make it a little bit more entertaining while we go through. I think it'd be a little bit fun. So for today's video, what we're going to do is, as you see probably over, I think it's that way, right? Yeah, that way on my screen here, we have all Pokemon from Gen 1 to Gen 8 on a list here for a tier list, and what I'm going to do is rank them from my favorite to my least favorites. This way I can finally figure out, I mean, I know what my favorite Pokemon is, but what actually is my least favorite Pokemon, and where do all my Pokemon rank? What are my top 20? What are my top 50? Blah, 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 blah. Insert other areas here. I could rank out the types. I can rank out different things along this area when I sort this all out. So I figured it'd be a long, fun little thing that I could go ahead and premiere for you guys. So this will be a premiere. So feel free to get some hype up in the chat and hit that like button. It really does help. Feel free to also to subscribe. It also helps out the video a lot, more than you ever know. I know it's been a while. It's probably been, what has it been, over 2 or 3 months since we last streamed or did anything live stream wise. And then also it's been about, I think exactly about a month since we've done anything video wise. The last video we did was the Pokemon Unite announcement when they did the Pokemon news, and then the last live stream we did was our Road to Shield series when we took on Red in the finale of Pokemon Crystal. And now we are here live in front of you, kind of live, not really, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. It is about 7 o'clock my time, so gonna have some fun with that. But hopefully everything just goes smoothly, no issues, whatever. But let's go ahead and just talk about some of the life stuff, why we've been kind of on a little bit of a hiatus, and what's going to be going on coming this week as well. So first and foremost, back in June 11th, actually to be exact, we gave birth to our newest daughter. Her name is Callie. She came a little bit early, but not too early. I think she was about a week or two early than what she was expected to be. But overall, completely healthy. She's been with us now, obviously, for about 2 months. She'll be 2 months in August. But either way, like I said, yeah, June 11th, we gave birth to a beautiful little girl. She has been adapting pretty well, but now with both a toddler and a baby, it kind of fulfills my life. And then I got a recent promotion through work. That's been taking a lot of my time as well, and then just kind of keeping up around the house, letting my wife get some sleep, rest, things like that. A lot of different priorities came in focus more so than YouTube. YouTube is always a fun love of mine. However, my family is always going to come first, and I know most of you, if not 99% of you, support that and understand that. But again, I just wanted to go ahead and get all that out of the way. So yeah, we've been having a lot of family events, people getting to meet her, a lot of just different things, here and there that have been just kind of thrown our way, not in a bad way, just where we couldn't do anything YouTube-wise or whatever. I want to get started here soon, a kind of a series to kind of go on while we're on a little bit of a tiny hiatus. Not going to be super long, probably another week or two. Probably once we get back in August, we'll be okay 100% again. But what we're going to do is I have actually a Soul Silver series that I'm going to go ahead and start posting out. It was actually pre-recorded about a couple of months ago, and I wanted to bring it at some point, but then I got into other projects, so I kind of put it on a back burner, thought to maybe go ahead and actually cancel it out, but then I was like, oh, with all this going on, I think it'd be a good thing to kind of to have content at least still coming to the channel. I want you guys to at least have videos to watch and everything as we go forward. But yeah, hopefully that'll make sense. But then yeah, we'll hopefully get some live streams just pieced in here and there, and all that, so that way we can just have things to look forward to. Road to Shield will be coming back as we go into Pokemon Emerald now, and then our shiny hunting will return as well. We'll also maybe throw in some other random just live stream stuff that maybe just pique our interest for whatever reason, and do things like that. Otherwise, the only other thing I want to talk about before we go diving into this video is actually on the 18th of this month, we actually hit our 5 years of being a part of YouTube. So what I mean by that is, we haven't been making content for 5 years. I think we've been making content will be 3 years this November. So we created what was called then Gamer Nation. As many of you maybe heard the story, maybe not. Either way, I'll go into it really quickly. But yeah, we created the channel called Gamer Nation back in July 18th of 2015. Mostly just to watch other YouTubers, things like that. We were watching Vinny, Dobbs, Or Guardian, True Green, M&J TV, stuff like that. A lot of the PokeTubers early on, more of the popular ones, to be honest with you. Just kind of wetting our feet with YouTube stuff. We thought about wanting to make YouTube videos, but not entirely just as yet, as we were just getting to know each other and everything. The I'm referring to as myself, and then my two co-creators, Brian and VJ, who are also my nephews. After we realized Gamer Nation was already a pretty big channel that was already taken, we decided to change our name to, I think, Super Gamer Bros. What was the next name after that? Yes, it was Super Gamer Bros. Kind of a play off Super Smash Bros. We had that one for probably less than a month, honestly. We did a few Pokemon off-topic videos with that one. Our first video ever kind of was under Gamer Nation still. So we had, obviously, first video ever under Gamer Nation. We had our Pokemon top 10 stuff actually under Super Gamer Bros. And then we became MBV Gaming for a long time. Not super long, less than what we've been for the Moderate Gamer. But still, we were MBV Gaming for a while. For MBV Gaming for each one of our initials, Mitchell, Brian, VJ. Basically to highlight each one of us. Then as we got older, they got busy with school. I moved away. I became the more prominent person. They got their own YouTube channels. We decided as a group together to make it the Moderate Gamer. That way I could just take on full control. They'll still be featured. They basically became extra special guests, but they're still overall, main content creators with me. So those sometimes still do solo projects, things like that. But either way, then we became the Moderate Gamer. Been the Moderate Gamer for a while now. But yes, been on YouTube in total under the channel, whatever you want to say, 5 years. But content creation for about 3. It'll be 3 in this November. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. I might be wrong, but I think it's 3 years. We'll figure out in November. Either way, but I think I want to do something somewhere within this next week to kind of just commemorate that. Maybe just kind of look back on some of the early videos and things like that. Just kind of look back on some of our favorite moments and everything like that. I kind of hinted in this in the spring summer showcase. I can talk, I swear. So yes. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive right into this Pokemon video. So as you see before you are all the lovely Gen 1 Pokemon right now on the screen. A few little regional variants, I guess. The Galar forms or the Alolan forms as well. But yeah, we can start from Gen 1, go to Gen 2, so on and so forth, to try to figure out where everybody kind of falls in place. I'm going to check my phone really quick because it's lighting up like a crazy storm. Okay, just my mom telling us about some vacation plans they have coming up soon. But let me go ahead and get rid of this little download down here. And let's start off with Mr. Bulbasaur. So first thing you probably noticed on this little tier list is I eliminated all A, B, C, D, E, F, whatever the other rankings were. Because in my brain, it's easier for me to see them all on one little platform and put them around. And then go from there to put them at S, A, B. It works better for some reason in my brain. I'm sorry for that, but that's just how my brain kind of works. It's simpler for me to kind of put them all on the same beginning platform. And to be honest, all Pokemon to me, I can find likes and dislikes to them. Even my favorite Pokemon of all time, I can find likes for there. And whoever actually turns out to be my least favorite Pokemon, we can find some likes as well and dislikes, whatever you want to say. But let's start with Mr. Bulbasaur. Little Gen 1, we got to start somewhere. So we start with little Bulbasaur. I've only started with Bulbasaur in an actual non-randomized thing once. Just because he just didn't tickle my toes very much. He's cool. He's definitely the easiest choice for speed running purposes and things like that. Very much helpful against a lot of the gyms. He's bulky, great Pokemon. Don't get me wrong, but the other two just spoke to me always more. Next, we got Mr. Ivysaur. I actually like Ivysaur more than Bulbasaur. He just looks a little bit cooler. Can I not put Okay, there we go. I was like, can I not put Ivysaur in front of Bulbasaur? I like Ivysaur just a bit more. Looks a lot cooler to me. He turns teenager. I don't know. He just has a cool little edge to him. Mega Venusaur, however, I like less than Bulbasaur. I get he's a better overall Pokemon. So how I'm going to kind of rank these is kind of a mix of all overness. Kind of how they related to my mind, whether it be through nostalgia or just my own personal liking based on design, how much I maybe personally used them, and stuff like that. Not too much. I mean, there's going to be maybe a bit of where I'm like, oh, I remember using this and he was like really good type of a thing. Because like I know Venusaur is an amazing Pokemon. He can, synthesis, Solar Beam, Mega Drain. I mean, you give leftovers to the thing, it's basically not gonna die basically, and it's super bulky, super tanky, does a lot of damage. It's a great Pokemon. It's the best of the three. The Kanto starters, to be honest with you, overall, probably with its move sets and dynamics it can kind of go with, unless you throw in Mega Evolutions and stuff. I don't know. Venusaur can kind of still give a run for their money against the others with his power and everything like that. But like I said, most of this is going to be honestly just how I feel about them, my nostalgia value to them, or just kind of overall how I personally see them. And so, like I said, I find more enjoyment when I see a Bulbasaur over a Venusaur. However, yes, if I was putting a Bulbasaur and a Venusaur next to each other, yes, in a game playthrough and I need to beat the game, I'm going to pick Venusaur. But just by looking at them, who I like more regularly, I like Bulbasaur more than Mega Venusaur. Either way, back to whatever. I kind of actually like regular Venusaur just a tad bit more than Mega Venusaur. I think that has a little bit to the nostalgia value. Next we got our best boy, little Charmander. Charmander line is probably going to be somewhere near the top of all this list, just to warn you in advance, but I love Charmander. He's so adorable. He was my first Pokemon, basically ever. I mean, truly, if you want to be 100,000,000% honest, my first Pokemon I ever imagined myself having was a Pikachu, because the anime was going on the time. It was before I had Pokemon Red and all that, so I had a lot of attachment to Pikachu. But when that Charmander episode aired, when he rescued Charmander from the rain and all that, Charmander immediately became one of my next favorite Pokemon. But Pikachu, yes, overall lifespan has been in my mind as my Pokemon longer, but I find more connection to Charmander. Either way, Charmeleon looks like an even cooler Charmander. He's all cool. I mean, the anime kind of throws him as a douchebaggy thing, but he's a cool looking Pokemon. Honestly, if it wasn't for the douchiness, whatever, it could help him a little bit more, but because I could see where honestly him and Charmander could almost be switched. But however, I still like Charmeleon's design a lot. Next we got Mega Charizard X, who actually I like Charmeleon just a tiny bit more. I love X. Trust me, I love X. I love the guy. Finally gave the dragon typing to Charizard, and he looks BA as heck. The things that hurt him are his shiny form look disgusting, and I don't know. I don't know. I wanted a little bit something more, I think. I could see maybe giving it an edge over Charmeleon, but I think, again, that nostalgia helps me a lot. Next, we got Mega Charizard Y, however, which I put over Charmeleon. I love Mega Charizard Y. It is awesome. It's shiny. Looks like a freaking dragon. I wish this was the dragon type because it turns all black. It was my phone background forever. Love it. Love Mr. Mega Charizard Y. Next, we got the main man himself, Charizard himself, and I'm putting him just under Y. And yes, as much as Charizard is my all-time favorite Pokemon, and I love his shiny and all that, Mega Charizard Y gets the tiniest percent, maybe not even that much, maybe like 0.000 whatever percent over this Charizard, only because of the shiny Charizard Y form looks so freaking cool to me. Again, it's just that tiny little edge. Comparing the two original forms to each other, I kind of give a bit more to the unspiky wing. I don't know. It's like its wings become more. I don't know. And the extra wings on his arms. I don't know. I think it's the nostalgia talking a little bit. But again, shiny gives it the edge, and it just looks cool to me. I don't know. Anyway, back to Squirtle now. Mr. Squirtle, I'm gonna put right here below Ivysaur. Squirtle is super adorable, super cute. Cool shiny for sure. Shinies are gonna play sometimes factor in this. I mean, it doesn't change too much because that green shell, Mario Kart vibes. But either way, I can always love on a Squirtle. Wartortle, which was one of my brother's favorite Pokemon. I don't know what his favorite Pokemon is now, but Wartortle was one of his favorite Pokemon of all time back in the day. I could honestly see either way with this one. Him and Ivysaur can kind of go both directions. I think the only reason I'm going to give the edge to Ivysaur is only because of Smash Brothers. I remember using Ivysaur as Pokemon trainer and playing with that. I think it just gives it that little bit of extra edge over Wartortle, but Wartortle is still a really cool looking Pokemon. Mega Blastoise, I really love its tank. I'm going to put over Ivysaur. Maybe a little too much on the tank, but not awful either. Regular Blastoise, however, I mean, he's cool, don't get me wrong. I think I'm just going to barely put, actually, I like him. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to like place it in my head. Yeah, he's gonna go right there. He's gonna go right there. I had to think about it. I had to think like, do I really prefer this over that or what or whatever? Do different things. Pokken actually helped out Blastoise a lot, putting him over. Otherwise, I think he would have been honestly maybe even under Squirtle. He definitely would have been over Bulbasaur just from personal use. But again, yeah, still a cool mon. Still love the tanks, all that. Caterpie, a lot of anime nostalgia with Mr. Caterpie. However, it's just a Caterpie. This is kind of where I said some of that competitiveness can't come in mind because Caterpie, what's it going to really do for you? But it is adorable. A lot of anime remembrance with this thing. Same with Metapod. However, I like Caterpie more than Metapod. But again, remember this. Bye Bye Butterfree. Who doesn't remember Bye Bye Butterfree? Honestly, I think Butterfree's got to go over Venusaur here. That anime mix helps him just a bit more than whatever. Weedle, I like just a little bit less than Caterpie. Still kind of adorable. Whatever. Anyway, Kakuna, however, I could see him or Caterpie. I think Caterpie just gets the edge because of the anime, but I love Kakuna, the little tie look that he's got going on, all that. I just think it's, it's creative, which I think is funny that Kakuna I like more than Metapod, but yet Caterpie I like more than Weedle. I don't know. There's going to be a couple of those weird incidences where similar related to Pokemon, I'm going to rank different ones over different ways, and you're going to see sometimes where middle evolutions get less than certain other ones, and it's like, wait a minute, how does this make sense in my mind? I don't know. Some of these answers I can't really give you other than what I'm going to tell you out of my mouth, and hopefully you'll understand them. Mega Beedrill, really cool looking mon. I have right here under Charmander. I love Mega Beedrill's design. He looks deadly. He looks like he will kill something. I've never actually used one much. Otherwise, I think I could almost see putting him up there near Mega Charizard X. However, again, that's all he's got going for him. He just looks really deadly and whatever. Regular Beedrill, still just equally as deadly. I think I'm going to put right here above Butterfree. I think. These two could maybe be switched maybe later. I don't know. I'll have to kind of let play it in my head, but I think I still like those, the scythes. I know it's not scythes, but whatever. The needles, whatever you want to call them. Pidgey. A little bit of anime going on with him. But again, it's just a Pidgey. I think I'm going to put him right. I think I will. Do I like Kakuna more than Pidgey? Just a tad. I like Pidgey though. Pidgeotto, a lot of anime prevalence. I think Pidgeotto is going to go right here, just under Butterfree though. A lot of anime remembrance with him, but again, just a Pidgeotto. Pidgeot, however, this was the first Pokemon I remember imagining myself fly on, all this type of stuff. And it almost could edge out Charmander, except for the fact I really love Charmander. So, I love Charmander more than I love Pidgeot. However, like I said, yes, Pidgeot was the first Pokemon I ever imagined myself flying on before I knew Charizard could fly and all this type of stuff. That was just, I was a kid. I don't know how my brain worked. But yes, I remember imagining when I was like swinging on swings in elementary school, thinking I was on a Pidgeot and flying through the skies of whatever I was doing. Mega Pidgeot, I want to like him, but I don't. I think he goes like right here. He's just got too much hair going. Honestly, that's my biggest beef with him. And I've also never used him. But yeah, that's about it. Alolan Rattata. It's basically just a Rattata with a mustache. Let's be honest here. Yeah, I think he goes right there. Regular Rattata, I like a little bit more. I also got a shiny Rattata and our Let's Go Shiny Hunting. Go be sure to peep that if you haven't. I think it's still right here though. It's just a Rattata. I am also just realizing though Eradicate Regular is missing. If Eradicate Regular was on here, I think Eradicate would go just below Mega Venusaur, to be honest. Good with Super Fang, stuff like that, but again, not the best designed Pokemon. Alolan Raticate, I don't know, it just doesn't speak to me. The cheeks look weird to me. I don't know. Will it be my least favorite? Well, no. You don't know. Right now, it is. But next we got Spearow, first anime episode, lost Spearow remembrance. However, otherwise, he's kind of a douche-looking thing. But I think I would like a Spearow right about there. Spearow, design-wise, I like less than Spearow. I think Spearow looks better. However, Fearow, I have used a couple of times here. I think he's going to go just above Caterpie there. I'm sorry, some of these I'm going to be more talking about than others. Just, it's kind of whatever hits my brain at the time. Like Ekans, anime, Jessie, James, Team Rocket's got anime. And then you got Pokemon Stadium with the Ekans game that you had to, throw them or make them, lassos around Diglets. and stuff like that. I thought that was very creative and thought that was fun. So a lot of nostalgia value with Mr. Ekans here, and the anime really helps him out with that one. So I think I'm just going to put him right below Pidgeotto, actually. That's how much, relevance. Like I said, even though he's not the greatest in Pokemon use-wise, in Gen 1, regular Gen 1 Rapid stuff was kind of broken. But either way, I remember a lot with Pokemon Stadium and obviously the anime of him. Same with Arbok, another anime prevalent thing. I think I put him... okay, definitely over Beedrill. I'm just trying to think over Bulbasaur or not. Definitely not over War Turtle. This is how I kind of play it in my head. I think he's going to go right there. I think that sounds right for Arbok. Still very cool. Pikachu is going to go straight up here. Him and Charmander, again, I could see why I could put these either way. Ignoring evolutions or anything else, I would say Pikachu over Charmander. But with evolutions and stuff, Pikachu's going to go definitely under Charmander. It's weird. It's a weird thing I've got going on. And design-wise, they're literally even to me. They're both adorable. They're both cute. I could see both of them as a pet. Yes, Charmander's more of a fire hazard, but I think I'm just going to give the edge to Pikachu just because it was my first ever imaginary Pokemon, all that type of stuff. I'll give it this edge for right now. Put something over Charmander. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, VJ's slipping out somewhere. My nephew who knows I love Charmander and Charizard and Charmeleon, that I put anything above anything of that line. But anyway, let's go on to Alolan Raichu. I really like Alolan Raichu, actually. He is actually really cool. I love his follow animation, too. That's going to be another thing I'm probably going to talk about here and there. I think Alolan Raichu's going to go... just about there. I think that's right. Sorry for those high-pitched noises for those headphone users out there. I know that was probably not pleasant. However, regular Raichu... I mean, he's cool and he's useful, but again, you tell how much sometimes mix of anime and my own nostalgia with it helps these things sometimes. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I think he goes about right there, just above Pidgey, barely above Pidgey, barely. Alolan Sandshrew, I love his follow animation where it's like in a ball. It's super cute. I think I'm gonna put him just... You can tell me sometimes I'm debating with these. I think he goes right there. And then regular Sandshrew, actually like a little bit more than Alolan Sandshrew, just a tiny bit. I love his rolling ball animation as well. He's super cute, and I think he just goes right there, just right over the other. Next, we have Alolan Sandslash, however, and this thing looks so cool. I really wish it looked like it would roll on a ball and look like Sonic the Hedgehog. I think that's the only thing that hurts this thing. Otherwise, it goes right there. Sandslash, however, does roll on a ball. It looks like a freaking tumbleweed. I think you're going to go just above Arbok. I really like your scythe things going on. Nidoran, little bit of things with Nidoran. I've seen him. Oh god, what's the Starter Squad was a YouTube channel. I know it's not the YouTube channel, but the YouTube video I watched, I remember with him and Caterpie and Charmander and Bulbasaur and Squirtle. I think that helps him a little bit here. But again, that's all he's really got going for him. Nidorina, I actually like less than Nidoran. I think less than you. I think about right there. You're still useful. You can help against Brock and stuff, but that's about it. Nidoqueen. See, the only really thing... I mean, I've used Nidoqueen, obviously, and it's not going to be my least favorite, I promise. But Nidoqueen, I remember mostly because of Pokemon Stadium. It's a little, like... I'm going to call it the Wiggle, just to stay as PG as possible with this thing. But yeah, go to Pokemon Stadium and watch when someone sends out a Nidoqueen, and you'll see maybe how a little risque Pokemon was with this Pokemon. But it still was iconic enough to catch in my memory. So I think I'm going to put Nidoqueen just above Fearow here, just because of that little bit. Nidoran I actually like. I think you're going to go just under Nidoqueen, though. Nidorino I think is even cooler. It's basically a Nidoran with extra spikes and a little bit longer of a horn. It's going to go right there. And Nidoking I like even more than that. I've used a Nidoking in my time. I think Nidoking... yeah, you're over him. I think it goes about right there. I like Nidoking a lot. Clefairy, okay. Clefairy and me have some mixed vibes. I mean, I remember a tiny bit of him. I think he's in Smash, original Smash Brothers, but maybe not. I don't know. I know Togepi is, but either way. But mostly I remember Clefairy because of Pokemon Stadium and Clefairy Says, where he does all the arrows and you have to put in the inputs and remember them off the top of your head. And it has some sometimes good memories, but bad memories because it was like the hardest minigame of that one, I think. In my mind, that's what I'm remembering. But, I mean, it's still a cute Pokemon. And, I mean, that nostalgia helps him some. So I think I'm going to put him, like, right there. Fable, however, doesn't have as much of that. I think you're going to go... See, the soulless eyes, as much as Clefairy has the same soulless eyes, it looks cute on Clefairy where it looks weird on Clefable. I think you're going to go just above Nidorina. However, I have seen you in Metronome battles and stuff like that. You're still like, okay. Alolan Vulpix. Super, super adorable. Immediately going somewhere up here. I already know this immediately. This thing is such a cute little fluff ball. I love this thing. I don't know why I find this thing so adorable. I think I'm going to put him just above Bulbasaur, honestly. It's that cute. I like the color of it. I don't know. I don't know what it is about Alolan Vulpix. I like it. And I get why, okay, this thing and this thing are like 99.9% the same. You know, one's white, one's red, whatever you want to say. One's the fire equivalent or whatever. But for whatever reason, regular Vulpix just doesn't speak to me as much. It's still cute, don't get me wrong. However, I think regular Vulpix is gonna go right here. Yes, it's such a drastic difference. I get it. But, again, I'm weird. Alola Ninetales, again, this is gonna be one of these weird coincidences, and you'll see what I'm talking about after I ranked Ninetales. But Alola Ninetales, I like me more than Mega Pidgeot, I think is gonna go right here. A little too much fluff going on. It's majestic, don't get me wrong. I like it shiny as well. However, it's just a little too much flow going on in my mind. And then regular Ninetales, however, I'm going to put over that one. And you're like, wait a minute, you put the Alolan Vulpix over regular Vulpix, but you're putting the regular... You make no sense to me, the modern gamer. You make zero sense to me. And I understand you. I applaud you and I get you, but this is how my brain's working right now, and I'm sorry. I think Ninetales is going to go right here. So that thing about Ninetales, it just doesn't learn anything by itself. You have to have a Vulpix first. But still. Oh, Mr. Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff and me have a lot of mixed relationships. Smash Brothers iconic Pokemon. Remember this thing being both a hassle and a problem, whether I used it or I was going against it. Rest would literally kill me so many times I can't even keep track of. And then I would use it, and I'd use, I think it was basically his rollout technique where he rolls in the ball at his B move, whatever, and I would go flying off the edge. Like, I never could master Jigglypuff sometimes until I got a little bit older. So, like, I have mixed reviews with Jigglypuff. So, for those that don't know, I personally gave the nickname of Jigglypuff as Death. Because literally, anytime I fought it in Smash Bros., it would find a way to kill me. And its eyes, I don't know, in Smash Bros., the original Smash Bros., the eye, the way it looked, was just like it was soulless. Like, it had no character to it, and it literally looked like it was going to kill me. And that's literally what it did in the game, so I called it Death. But I think because of that, it gives it a little bit more nostalgia. Obviously, it has the anime nostalgia as well, and that helps it a lot. And it's cute. It is a cute Pokemon. However, other than that, that's all it's really got going for it. I think Mr. Jigglypuff is going to go right here. Death is very iconic, don't get me wrong, but again, I think that's about where it goes. Got a tickle in my throat. Ooh, excuse me on that. Next we have Mr. Wigglytuff. Very cute mon, but I don't really remember much of Wigglytuff. It's cute. It's useful, but I think it goes about right there. Zubat can be annoying. It's one of those cave mons, you run into all the time. But the Zubat line and me have gotten a better relationship. However, my better relationship is with Golbat, not Zubat. However, Zubat evolves into Golbat. So it's got that little bit of going for it. So I'm going to put Zubat right about here. It could see almost edging out Fearow, but again, that annoyance that I remember playing Red and Johto and stuff, and you run into one every 3 steps, and it was just Confusion and Supersonic, Confuse Ray. Annoying. It was annoying, and that hurts it a lot. Golbat, however, Mr. Batty. For those that don't know Batty, Mr. Golbat here. First ever Pokemon playthrough ever. Pokemon Red, we did on the channel. A Nuzlocke. First ever Nuzlocke we did. Our first Pokemon ever was Batty, Mr. Golbat. Started with him. That thing never died. It survived. It was the only Pokemon to survive the entire game, from start to finish, because he was the only one left at the very end. This Pokemon made us win our first Nuzlocke. And how did it do so? Oh, no, not easily. He had to struggle. He had to use the move Struggle against freaking Blue, or whatever the nickname was of my rival at the time, whoever it was. But You struggle against him, and we won our first Nuzlocke thanks to this creature that I used to hate. Originally, Golbat would probably been like down here somewhere. Probably if it was just a Golbat, ignoring all other Nuzlocke crap. Probably somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. Probably just above Fearow if it wasn't for that lone playthrough. However, thanks to that playthrough, it goes all the way up here because it's such an iconic thing to me now. I remember that Golbat. It makes me have the memories of that red playthrough and how much it did for me and struggling and all that other stuff that it did to make me win my first Nuzlocke ever. Oh, yeah. It could almost be up here above Charmander. Honestly, it could almost be over here. But just that remembering again, that's part of that Zubat line. It's part of that annoying Confuse Ray, Supersonic. A lot of bad memories with that thing. Flinches. Gen 1 was broken. Either way, on to Oddish. A little bit of anime prevalence. Kind of cute, but about right there. Gloom. I really don't like Gloom. I don't know. It's just drooly. I mean, I think a bit more because I get what it was going for design-wise with Gloom. But it just doesn't tickle any of my toes. It doesn't. So that's about where Gloom goes. Vileplume, I remember from Pokemon Snap. Yeah, I remember it from my Blaine versus Misty thing, flapping up in the air, and me putting the song I Believe I Could Fly to it because it was like it was flying in the sky with its petals. But other than that, not really much going for Mr. Vileplume. So I think it's got about the same energy as Miss Nidoqueen here. Paris. Cavemon, another slightly annoying, less annoying, but still annoying Pokemon. I think is going to go right there. Just barely above Weedle. Just barely. Parasect, Soulless Eyes do not help him whatsoever, but it is a very much Sporemon, has status, helps a lot of the time, but again, designs sometimes hurt these things. They really do. I think it's going to go right here. Venonat, very cute. I like Venonat. A little bit of anime remembrance with this thing, but I think it goes right here below Oddish. Venomoth, a lot of both. Mix of different games, mostly I would say Red and Blue with Koga and things like that is why I kind of could see Venomoth going up here somewhere. I think I'm going to just put him, yeah, I think it goes right there. Venomoth, very somewhat memorable because of the first games. Alolan Diglett is basically a Diglett with a hair. I like its typing, don't get me wrong, and it's still a little cute, but I think that's about all it's got going for it. However, regular Diglett, I don't know. I mean, I like the typing of the Alolan Diglett, but honestly, the hair hurts it. So I put Diglett just above that one. Alolan Dugtrio gets some points for the ridiculousness it is, but again, it is ridiculous. How it looks, I get the whole concept of it, but again, that whole design thing doesn't help him a lot, so he's going to go right there. However, regular Trio, as plain as it is a really great Gen 1 Pokemon. A lot of good memories using this Pokemon here and there, and a lot of, seeing him in different playthroughs. I think he can go just about right there. Alolan Meowth, not much attachment to him. I think Alolan Meowth's going to go just below Wigglytuff here. Just not a lot of things with that. However, I do like, weirdly, even though I've seen Alolan Meowth more than I've seen the Galarian Meowth, or whatever, Berserker. Is that the name of this thing, or whatever? I honestly kind of like him. And I don't know why. I think it's just the fur reminds me of my own cats. I think is going to go about right there. Just right there. Regular Meowth, obviously a lot of anime prevalence, which actually really helps it. Gigantamax helps it a lot with the derpiness. I'm kind of trying to include some of the different forms some of these things have that aren't in this list. So like the Gigantamax. Charizard, again, I was throwing that in there, but again, that shiny does help it. I do like the shiny Gigantamax form, but again, I honestly still like the Mega more than I like the Gigantamax, so again, that's why the Y gets over the Charizard. Anyway, back to Meowth. It is derpy with its Gigantamax, but again, it's still just Meowth. Pieday helped a lot in games, but I think goes about there. Alolan Persian, it's gonna go somewhere down here. I get what it was going for, but it's still just the aspects of sizes and stuff. Meh. Oh, Persian, one of the best Gen 1 Pokemon in the original games because of its crit ratio and everything like that. Very good Mon. However, definitely less memorable than Meowth, and I haven't really used much of him, so I think I'm going to put him right there. Giovanni, I get had one, things like that, but it never really has done much yet for me, so that's why he's kind of going there. He hasn't had a lot of other attachments like these other ones above him do. Psyduck, anime prevalence helps him a lot immediately. It's also a shout out to Dobbs Gaming and Dobbs and whatever. So one of the first YouTubers I remember was being Dobbs. So that helps in that little tiny bit of aspect. Misty obviously had a Psyduck. Detective Pikachu had Psyduck. A lot of Psyduck going on. It's very much another derpy Pokemon, which actually derpiness helps sometimes in these rankings. But I think, honestly, if I'm being completely honest, it's going to go just above Vulpix. I know Vulpix had a tiny bit of anime too with Brock. I shouldn't say tiny bit, but it had some prevalence with Brock. But obviously Psyduck's a little bit more memorable. Actually, I could probably see it putting it right there. Design-wise, it's cool. It's a cool little duck, but I don't know. Golduck I like more than Psyduck. However, it doesn't have much anime rememberings. I think I like him more than you. Yeah, I think you're about right there under Clefairy. You can see how sometimes that, like I said, that nostalgia, that memory of through different things help these Pokemon definitely in my head. Mankey. Ash had a Mankey. He wore his hat. I think Mankey is going to go just above right there. Coolmon, whatever. Primeape. One of my first original 6 Pokemon I always imagining having was a Primeape. So he definitely gets some good points. But I think he's going to go right under Death because other than that, never really used him again. I always imagined my first 6 Pokemon were Charizard, Pidgeot, Pikachu, Primeape, Lapras. And it was either an interchange between Machamp and I think usually it was like Nidoking or whatever. Randomness. But yeah, for sure I always had Lapras, Charizard, Pikachu, Pidgeot, Primeape, yeah. So he has that going for him, but that Growlithe, super cute little doggo. Although I think I'm gonna put him. I mean, he helps because he has to learn the moves for his evolution Arcanine, so he's good in that aspect. But otherwise, Growlithe, he's kind of there. He's cute, though. He's a cute little boy. I think he's a good boy. I think he's going to go just below Bulbasaur. Just below him. And then Arcanine is an even better fluff ball. I mean, design-wise, I like Alolan Vulpix more than I like Arcanine. But I like Arcanine more than, like, these guys. So it's like, this is where some of that, like, I mix it on design. Its usefulness, things I've used it with. Arcanine has been in a couple playthroughs of mine, actually. Under different nicknames. I think, honestly, Arcanine goes just below Blastoise here. Just a tiny bit below Blastoise. I really like Arcanine's Majestic, but I think I just need more experience with him for him to get even higher. Even though I think I have had technically more game experience with an Arcanine than I have a Blastoise. I think also, though, I played Pokémon with Blastoise. I don't know. For some reason, just Blastoise still gets that tiny bit of edge. Anyway, Poliwag. This is technically what is my nephew's VJ's spirit animal, which actually gives it some points because of that. But otherwise, it's still just a Poliwag, so it goes about right there. Poliwhirl. Basically a derpy Poliwag, to be honest with you. I like him, but I don't know, I think it's just a little fat for me. I don't mean that in a mean way. I don't know, it just doesn't tickle my fancy as much, so I think I'm going to put him just, actually, can you tell sometimes how much I think he's going to go right here. Just above Nidoran. Just barely. Poliwrath, however, his size doesn't bug me too much, but I haven't used a Poliwrath a lot. I think Poliwrath goes just above Nidoqueen here. Abra. Usefulness is a little bit 0. Kind of cute little Pokemon. Sometimes cute gimmicks when you have to like approach them quietly so they don't teleport away. It's in Smash Brothers, teleports opponents, which kind of gives it some points. Things like that, but otherwise it just knows teleport. And sometimes that can help in speedruns and stuff like that to teleport you back to the Pokemon Center, so that, that's got that going for you, but still, it's about all. So I think I'm going to put him right about the Poliwag range. Kadabra. like just a tiny bit more, but again, it's not like anything great. Mega Alakazam, I've never actually used one, and I think it's got a little bit too many spoons. I think it looks cool, but I think the fact that I've never really had much attachment or seen him much is why it's going to be kind of down here somewhere. I'm just trying to figure out where. I think he's going to be right there. Just about right there. Regular Alakazam, though, with all the mixed playthroughs I've had with him, how broken he is in Gen 1 and 2. Seen him in many other people's playthroughs. It really helps him a lot. I think it's going to go right here, barely above Pidgeotto. Machop, I remember the episode with Machops and Mankeys and the anime prevalence of Machop. He has a cute little mon. I think this is going to go right above Kadabra there. Machoke, he's cool. He's kind of buff. Although I like Machop's design more than Machoke. Still Machoke's useful. I think it goes about right there. About right there. Just barely. Trade evolutions also hurt these things because it took me until I was like basically buying my own game to get some of these trade evolutions. Machamp, as my dog barks. Cooper! Come here, buddy. My dog loves barking at people. Machamp, as we talked about, sometimes was on my original team of 6, although I always like Primate more. And I think I like Alakazam more than you. I think you're going to go about right there. Not awful, but not as high as probably what he used to be back when I was a kid, when I really liked him more. But still cool Mon. I like that him and Machoke get that like Hulk vibe also when they turn shiny, but that's about all they got going for them. Bellsprout for shiny we got in our Let's Go Eevee series. So it's got a little bit of points going for that, but other than that, it's still just a Bellsprout. So I think it goes about right there. About right there. It's got points. Weeping Bell for shiny evolution we saw in our game. And I remember a bit of it with the starter squad, but again, that's really all I've got going for it. I think, honestly, Weeping Bell, debating, maybe right there. Just right there. Victory Bell, cool Mon, very strong. Seen it in many playthroughs, not really used one myself too much. I think it's going to go right here, barely above Vileplume. Tentacool. I had this actually in my Pokemon Red series. I caught it over near Fuchsia, I'm pretty sure. First playthrough Mon. But again, not the most overwhelming design. I think it's going to go right there. Tentacool, however, looks really BA. He's deadly looking. I like him more than you. Like him more than those. I think he's just going to go right below Arbok. Yeah, just below Arbok there. The anime, I've seen him in the anime, obviously, with Tentacruel, and Team Rocket used him as a robot once, but again, that's really all he's got going for him. Alolan Geodude. Kind of cool looking. This is going to be one of those weird ones, I think, again, if I remember correctly. But anyway, Alolan Geodude. I kind of like him, but I kind of don't. But it kind of reminds me of, like, those, like, Chia Pets. Like, that's kind of what it reminds me of. I think, honestly, it goes right about there. Just right about there. Regular Geodude, I think right underneath him. Just right underneath him. Nostalgia, Brock, whatever. Helps him. Alolan Graveler, it's meh. It's meh. To be honest, it's just a giant rock with arms. Honestly, I think it goes right under Bellsprout. Regular Graveler is basically Alolan Graveler with just smoother edges. But I've seen more of him than the other one, so that's where this one goes. Alolan Golem. Very cool design. I like the concept they were going for. However, never really used one. So it's probably going to go right there. Regular Golem, used them a bit more. Helped me complete my decks back when I was a child. So I think it goes right under Psyduck. Coolmon. Don't get me wrong. Coolmon. Galarian Ponyta. Ignoring everything else about this Pokemon. Very cute. Very whatever. We didn't need 24 hours to see this. We didn't. Its evolution is disappointing. Once I realized what it was, I was really hoping for more of a Pegasus-y unicorn vibe than just a straight up unicorn. But I do like its glowingness. It is very much adorable. I find it more adorable than Vulpix. I mean, the durability helps this thing a lot. I think it goes right there. Regular Ponyta, I like more than that one because I remember with definitely like Let's Go and stuff. It's writing animation and stuff, and just was always a cool one. I remember him in the anime here and there. So I think honestly he goes about right there. Galarian Rapidash, a little bit of a letdown. Useful mon I could see, but again, it's a man for me. Honestly, I think it is going to go right here above Mega Alakazam. I think if I use them more, or maybe I have more attachment to them later, these things could change around for some of these rankings, but right now that's where it goes. Rapidash, kind of similar to Ponyta. Remember riding this thing and Let's Go. Very cool mon. I think I'm going to put Rapidash just barely above Death. Galarian Slowpoke, very derpy. I love derpy mons. Trust me, derpy mons give instant point immediately. I don't know why, but they do. Did like its a little bit of release. Also, I'm just now noticing Galarian Slowpoke is not going to be down there, but I'll tell you where that one ranks here in a little bit. But Galarian Slowpoke, really, that's all it's got going for is some derpiness. So I think it goes just barely above Machoke here. Regular Slowpoke is basically Galarian Slowpoke without the yellow on its head. Basically, that's basically just so. That's about where it goes. Mega Slowbro, this thing is actually what is my nephew Brian's spirit Pokemon when we looked it up, so it's got that time bit going, and this thing is so derpy and hilarious looking. It automatically gets a bunch of points for being so derpy as it is. But other than that, that's all I've got the attachment with, so it's going to go right there, just barely above Poliwrath Slowbro. Another derpy-ish Pokemon, less attachment than Mega Slowbro, but still looks kind of cool. I like the concept of it all. I think, honestly, Slowbro is going to go right here below Alolan Golem. And then if we were talking Galarian Slowbro, I really like his design and stuff. I think, honestly, he would go somewhere around this range, either right above Alakazam or right below Machamp. I would have to kind of like look at him more, but I think that attachment with Machamp as childhood stuff might give him the edge, but I don't know. It's close. It's close. Magnemite, it's just a magnet, but it's still, you know, cool little concept thing. Magnemite. I think you're going to go right there. Magneton is basically 3 Magnemites, therefore it should be 3 times better than Magnemite, right? Right. Magneton. I remember a bunch with it with like Pokemon Snap as well. The Magnemites, Magneton, you threw the apples or whatever it was to like make them lure together. For them to make a Magneton, I thought that was a really cool concept. But I think honestly he's gonna go right here above Slowbro. Not really much going else for Magneton yet. Galarian Farfetch. I like him because he looks kind of BA, but also like it's still just a Farfetch'd overall. They finally got us the Farfetch evolution, but yeah, I think he's gonna go just barely above Slowbro. Regular Farfetch, kind of a lackluster mon. Remember him as like a trade evolution in red. I think he's just gonna go right about there. Yeah. The duo. Let's see, where will the duo rank? Let's think here. The duo, I think honestly does go about right here. The trio, which looks kind of menacing, is going to go a little bit higher. Not super high, just a little bit higher. Not really used him much, but I do like his concept. I remember him using Fly in Pokemon Stadium, and it's just like he looks like he's walking on air. Seal, the first shiny I got in Let's Go, but technically I don't have proof of that because that game save got deleted. However, I did get a shiny Seal, so that does help in this one's points. It is kind of cute as well, which automatically gives it more points. I think is going to go about right there for Seal. I do like Dugong more than Seal, and I remember Dugong in the anime and the movies and stuff. Obviously, like Lorelai used this one. I think I'm gonna put him just above there because I just never. Well, it is true I had a broken Dugong named Lens in one of my playthroughs. Actually, I forgot about that. I forgot about Lens. Not the YouTuber, but my Dugong Lens that was broken as crap. That really helped me out until people told me to stop using it as a dare. Actually, then by that logic, I think it's gonna go just there. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Alolan Grimer, kind of weird, but kind of cool, but meh overall. I think is gonna go right there. Regular Grimer I like more than Alolan Grimer, but again, it's not much, so I think he goes there. Alolan Muck I like a lot. I think his like kind of tie-dye effect is kind of cool. Honestly, I'm trying to think where he kind of ranks. I think he's just below Glaring Ponyta. They have kind of like similar effects. Muck minimizes a biatch with this thing. It's very much a stall, Poisonymon. A lot of memories with Muck. I like the Galarian form style more, but I've used this one more so. But I'm trying to think, honestly, overall, where this thing might rank. I think just above Persian. Shelter, another Derpymon, so immediately gets points for Derp. Sticks its tongue out. Cool concept with the evolution of Slowpoke. I like Slowpoke a bit more than this dude, so we know for sure he's going to be under Slowpoke somewhere. I think honestly he's going to go right there. Cloyster, I like Cloyster a lot. Very cool mon. For sure over Dugong. Cloyster, I have actually memories of him in Pokemon Puzzle League. Forget who uses Cloyster, but I just always remember the Cloyster. So I think honestly Cloyster is gonna go. Really thinking through this. You can see sometimes how nostalgia affects me. Just right there sounds good. Okay, Ghastly, cool little spooky mon. But other than that, I don't really have a lot of attachment to Ghastly. I just did get a shiny Ghastly in Pokemon Go for the Community Day thing. So that's kind of cool, but it's still just a Ghastly. It's basically a Shelter without a shell. But he's cool. Haunter I like more. He's very cool. Very cool design-wise. I like him a lot. I think is honestly going to go just barely below Golem. Mega Gengar, the shiny, don't even get me started on Mega Gengar shiny. It is very, very sweet with the white. I think that alone gets it points. And Mega Gengar himself, either in Pokken or its Gigantamax stuff, which I might throw with the Gengar. Honestly, more than the Mega Gengar, but still, it was still creepy and I don't know, gives it mad props. Honestly, I think Gengar is just gonna go right above Sandslash here. While regular Gengar, while yes, equally just as menacing as the Mega one, but with its Gigantamax helps it a lot. These guys can almost be somewhat interchangeable, but I think I'm going to put him there just because the shiny doesn't really change him much. Onix, anime prevalent, very big Pokemon. Remember riding him in Let's Go, but again, not much going for him. I do like his evolutions more. I think you're going to go just below Seal, or no, but Poliwhirl. Obey me. Thank you. Drowsy, kind of a creepy mon. Useful, but still creeper vibes. I think, honestly, you're gonna go right there. Hypno, even more creepy, but again, can be useful. I think I like Wigglytuff more. He's gonna go right there. Krabby, the cookie Pokemon, anime prevalent, which helps it. Let's see, Krabby. Where will Mr. Krabby go? Trying to really think here. Anime helps him a lot, but I think he's gonna go right there. Kingler, I like more than Krabby, that big meaty claw. The Mr. Krabs of the Pokemon world. I like more than him. I think goes just above Golduck, right below Cloyster. Voltorb, basically a Pokeball with angry eyes. Remember him bit in Pokemon Stadium as well. Pokemon Stadium 2, I think, as well, honestly. But it's still, I don't know, meh to me. So I think he's right there. I think he's about right there, honestly. Voltorb is basically, or Electro is basically a Voltorb upside down. Very fast, very good Mon, but again, it's a ball. Honestly, I think he's gonna go right there. Eggs that are just so cute. I mean, execute. Execute. I think it's gonna go just below Farfetch. Honestly, maybe. God dig it. There we go. Alolan Executor, very derpy again. Derp gives points, but it's a little too tall for my liking. But again, derp gives points. Honestly, I think he's gonna go right here. I think that sounds right. Regular Executor, really good Psychic type, good Stallmon sometimes. Very good. I've used him a few times, actually myself. Let's see here. Definitely less than Cloyster, less than Dodrio. I think he's gonna go just above Mega Slowbro there. Cubone, I really love its lore. Like its backstory stuff, but otherwise it's still just a Cubone. I think Cubone's gonna go right here. Alolan Marowak. Shiny looks really cool. Regular form looks really cool. I really love the design in this thing. I really wish it was more useful, or else it would go way higher than what it is. I think honestly, if you just had a bit more going for it, it could go above him. It could. I really love its design. I really do. Regular Marowak, just as cool as Alolan, but a little less going for it. Cool backstory. But I think he goes about right there. Hitmonlee. This was a Smash Brothers Pokemon, I'm pretty sure. Hitmonlee. Never really used one much. Honestly, I think he's gonna go just below. Yeah, there. That looks right. Hitmonchan I liked more than Hitmonlee growing up. Obviously, the whole Jack and Chan and Bruce Lee thing helped these things a tiny bit, but I'm trying to really think where these things rank. So just there. Lickitung, kind of disturbing, but I do remember it from Pokemon Stadium again, eating the foods and everything, and burning its tongue on random stuff, and when you do speed up, its tongue's like blah, 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 blah. Don't take that out of context, but maybe you will. It's derpy, but it's a bad derpy, so it doesn't really help. I'm gonna put him right there. Nostalgia gives him more points, but that's about it. Coughing, an anime one for sure, but like unlike Ekans, he doesn't have like much of the gaming remembrance with me. Coughing, I did like him a bit. Coughing, I think is gonna go just below you. Wheezing, correction, Galarian Wheezing, which actually has grown on me over the time. I actually like more than Coughing. I think, honestly, is going to go... Trying to think. Somewhere around here. I think he's going to go right there. I kind of like him. Regular Wheezing, I get is like 2 Coughings together. Again, anime prevalent. But that's about all I got for regular Wheezing. So, honestly, I still don't put him over there, so I think he goes there. Just above Coughing. Basically 2 Coughings. Rhyhorn. Let's see, Rhyhorn. Where are you going to fall, Rhyhorn? That is a great question. About right there. About right there. Sounds right. Rhydon. First Pokemon ever created. Which gives it points. Remember using this thing. It's cool designed. Other than that, it doesn't really have much going for it. I think goes right there. There you go, right on. Chansey, Bulk City. Known for the Nurse Joy Pokemon. I think, honestly, Chansey, Miss Chansey, is going to go just before Krabby there. Tangela, not really used much of Tangela, but kind of cool with what they were going with. Kind of cutish. I like his boots. But again, not much going for it. Mega Kangaskhan, broken in Gen 6, but then nerfed down. Mega Kangaskhan. Let's see, where do you go, Mr. Mega Kangaskhan? Definitely less than that group. Honestly, I think you're just above Chansey here. Kangaskhan I have more nostalgia value to because of playing Red and Blue back in the day. I do like the design of Mega Kangaskhan more because I like the baby out there, but again, I still find more nostalgia with Kangaskhan. And Pokemon Go helped me a little bit with Kangaskhan, hunting him down, so he just gets the tad of the edge. Horsey, super cute, super cute. Horsey is going to go, I think, just before Ghastly. Seadra looks really cool. Ain't no Kingdra, but it's still really cool. I think, honestly, Seadra goes about right there. Yeah, Goldeen, a little bit of anime prevalence, but other than that, I'm not a big Goldeen person. Not really used one. I think, honestly, is gonna go right there-ish. Seeking, design-wise, I like less than Goldeen, but usefulness-wise, a little bit more. I think I'm gonna put, yeah, about right there for you. Staryu, I like Staryu. I like his follow animation. I like him in the anime. Less than Seadra for sure. More than Machop though. I think he goes right there. Starmie, Stallmon, very strong. I think Starmie, about right there. I like him just a tad less than Seadra. Mr. Mime, Galarian form. I like his Tippity Taps. I saw him on MNGATV Plays. Kind of creative with him. But other than that, I've never really used one. I've not played Galar myself. So I think he's just going to go barely above Machoke here. Maybe. There we go. Regular Mr. Mime, very creepy. But Detective Pikachu did help it out. Some. Not a lot. Some. I think he's going to go just barely above Pidgey. Scyther, very cool Mon. Let's see. Very hard to find, though. But cool Mon for sure. Cooler than you. Cooler than you. Cooler than you. See, cool points help a lot with this thing. Less cool than you guys. So I think he's about right there for Scyther. Scyther! Jinx, one of those creepy mons. But I do remember in Pokemon Snap for doing Articuno. Honestly, I find you more creepy than Mr. Mime. I find you less creepy than Hypno, though. And I like Wigglytuff more than you. Okay, there we go. Electabuzz, it's Big Uzi. Shout out to Big Uzi, another content creator. I haven't been kind of relating to these sometimes with the content creators as much as I have, but I don't know how much I've really found. Big Uzi. I do love Electabuzz a lot. I know technically his mascot's now Electivire, but still, I do like Electabuzz a lot. He's a very cool mon. Honestly, I think Electabuzz goes about right there, about right there, about right there. Magmar. This is actually was one of my cousin's favorite Pokemon. Was Magmar, so I have a little bit of that going for him. So I think honestly, Magmar goes right here below Mr. Mime. Because to me, Magmar is meh, but again, I remember that. This thing is deadly as whatever. It looks like death on a skewer. Very creepy looking. I think he honestly goes right there. Regular Pinsir, still equally as deadly. Very hard to find again, kind of like Scyther is. I think goes about right here, just barely above Weezing. The anime might help Weezing, but still. Tauros, anime. Tauros, very strong normal type Pokemon. Goes just above Golem here. I know Ash had some Tauros as well. Magikarp, so pathetic that it's memorable. But again, it's a Magikarp. Yeah, about right here. Make it Gyarados, not a big fan of. It's a little too weird for my liking, but it is a good mon. I think it's going to go just about here under Hitmonlee. Regular Gyarados, I do remember my shiny Gyarados in Johto. My first, what would you consider most of people's first shiny Pokemon ever was the red Gyarados. Very cool, Intimidate ability. I think it's going to go right here below Rhydon. Lapras, like I said, one of my first Pokemon I ever imagined having was Mr. Lapras. However, again, a lot of these BA looking Pokemon really fight this thing's majestivity. I know for sure it's over this thing. I'm just trying to figure out if my childhood nostalgia beats out designs of other ones. Also, it's Frank, Asteroid Mania Videos mascot, so it's got that going for him. I do like Frank a lot. He helped actually get my YouTube channel started up even more than what it was back in the day. Always a big thanks to him. I think, honestly, he's going to go right there. Mr. Asteroid, Mr. Lapras. This is also Tobin. I remember that one. Who else has got mascots in here? Probably more people I'm not knowing. Trippy Trainer. Let's see whether it has mascots that are claimed throughout here. I'm sure a lot of these do, but I don't know. I see 2-Bit. I see Starmie. I know that for sure. Electabuzz was Big Oozy, like I said. That's all I'm seeing for right now. Yeah, we'll stick with that for now. Ditto, it's our mascot. It's the Modern Gamers mascot. So what? It's going to be like way up here, right? No. I mean, it can transform into anything, so that automatically helps it. That automatically means, yes, it could become a Mega Charizard. Or yes, it could become the worst Pokemon down there. It can become anything. It can become animate objects. And it's our mascot. Love Ditto, but otherwise it's just a glob of purple slime. I think Ditto, honestly talking, is going to go just barely above Nidoking. Because again, it's just a pink blob. Eevee, this is my wife's favorite Pokemon. Eevee here is very much adorable. Very cute. I'm just trying to think where it ranks right now. I think just right here is Eevee. It's very fluffy. But Vaporeon, my least favorite of the Gen 1 ones. Not that it's that awful. It is a very good bulky Pokemon. I think, honestly, Vaporeon goes below you. Right about there. Jolteon, my favorite of the Gen 1 ones, are going to go up here somewhere. I think Jolteon is going to go right here below Primeape. Flareon, very good fluff ball. It's just barely going to go above Ninetales. Porygon, kind of basic, but cool concept. I remember him in the game corners and stuff. Things like that. But otherwise, not much going for him. He's kind of like a Farfetch. Yeah, I think he's right there. Lord Helix, baby Lord Helix. But still Lord Helix nonetheless. Very much a meme. I think, honestly, Mr. Lord Helix is going to go just above Machoke. And then the true Lord Helix is going to go right here. Because other than being the Lord Helix, I've not really used him much. He's cool, he's strong, but again, not really much. Kabuto, he flies in the sky like a saucer. But not really much. Kabutops looks deadly as heck. I really like his design. Basically Scyther, but it's not. Scyther honestly is better to me than this thing, but they're pretty close together. They're basically like the same mon. Mega Aerodactyl, little too many spikes, but again, not horrible. I like him more than that one. Honestly, I think Mega, so he's gonna be below the Kangaskhan's, gonna be below them. I think he goes just barely above the Helix line. He's still good. Regular Aerodactyl, a lot of memories with this one. I remember the most watched anime episode I remember of Pokemon is the Charmeleon versus Aerodactyl one, where Ash thinks he's finally being saved by his Charmeleon, but he's not. He's just wanting to battle the Aerodactyl, and Charmeleon evolves into Charizard. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. But other than that, it's still just an Aerodactyl. It's a Fossilmon, but it's really cool. He's going to go right here, just barely below Scyther. Snorlax, the road-blocking Pokemon. Very bulky, very strong. Belly drumming. Sleeps a lot. Smash Brothers boy. Honestly, I think he's gonna go right here because he has a lot going for him, but again, there's just tiny bit negatives. Articuno, very majestic bird. Very, very majestic. A lot of memories with the Pokemon movie for sure, Pokemon 2000. Although I will say technically it's my least favorite of the three birds. I do love how majestic it does look, and its Galarian form looks really good, which I'm trying to throw into this because I didn't see the Galarian forms down there. So with those two in mind, I think honestly it's going to go right here. Zapdos and its Galarian form. The Galarian form actually hurts Zapdos just a bit. I mean, it's cool looking, don't get me wrong, it looks really cool. But, again, I don't know, there's some points, but I do like Zapdos a lot. Design-wise, I think I like Zapdos the most of the three, design-wise. Obviously, he's got the super effectiveness on the other two, too, but, you know, whatever. But, yeah, I like him more than you. I think Zapdos is going to go right here. Moltres, and I'm Team Valor in Pokemon Go, so, you know, I gotta always rep my Moltres. Looks really good, really, really cool with its Galarian form, which helps it immediately jump up to here. Like I said, I'm Team Valor, so therefore it's got to be above Zapdos, right? That's how this works, right? Yeah, it's got to be how this works. Galarian form makes it look cool, although it's still a rubber chicken without fire. Zapdos is shiny, doesn't help its rankings. Moltres shiny is meh as well. Articuno actually has the best of the three. I think, honestly, Mr. Moltres, I would always catch Moltres too. Of the three, Moltres was probably, I don't know, either him or Zapdos was the one I caught the most. Articuno was definitely caught the least because it was just always off track. Like, you pass, I guess you don't technically have to pass Zapdos, but you kind of do. But I don't know. It's just, I always seeked out the power plant. It was super easy. I think it's just the whole strength puzzles and stuff with that with Articuno made it rough. Anyway, Mr. Moltres, I think, honestly, it's going to go just there. We're just going to put him there. Just put him there. Dratini, very cute mon. Very, very cute. But again, it's just a Dratini. Above you, above you, above you, above you guys. I think you're gonna go right there, Mr. Dratini Dragonair. Very long Dratini, but really cool. Like you more than Onyx. Like you more than less than Staryu. Less than Staryu. More than you guys. More than you. I think you're gonna go right here below Mr. Mime. Dragonite, a little bit of anime with the movie. Derpy-ish mon, but not super derpy. It was just the sound of him made it whatever. I like the design of Dragonair more than I like Dragonite, but Dragonite's still a really good mon, don't get me wrong. I think Dragonite's gonna go just right here. Mewtwo X, Mega. I really like Mega Mewtwo X. Honestly, I think it's gonna go right here below Jolteon. I like X a lot. So let's go ahead and take Mewtwo Y. Less so than X. I think it's just, I don't know. Maybe Mewtwo X or Y makes me remind more of Mew than whatever, Mewtwo. But I get it's the better one. It's really strong. It's stupid strong. It's like broken strong. Honestly, I think it's going to go It's definitely above those. See, strength is what's helping it right now, remembering how strong it is. I think I'm going to put it just barely above Psyduck, just barely. And then Mewtwo himself, Smash Brothers Memories. I get Mega Mewtwo Wise in Smash Brothers technically, but Mewtwo is always one I could consider on my team, but I never really put him on my team because it was like a legendary type thing, and I didn't want to try to put legendaries. My favorite of all the legendaries in Gen 1, so it's got to be above Moltres by that logic. It's definitely above Arbok. I think Mewtwo's just below Arcanine, because Smash Brothers, he's not the greatest. He's really cool in the movie. He's a really great Pokemon in Gen 1, but still, I don't know. Cool, shiny. Mew, I love Mew. Mew's freaking adorable. Mew's immediately over Mewtwo in my head. I mean, strength-wise, yes, no, but I love Mew. It's just freaking adorable. It's so cute. Mew is going to go, I think, just about right there. I really love Mew. And there's Gen 1 for you. Gen 1 ranked out from, Charizard down to Alolan Eradicate. So what's our top 10 of Gen 1 here? We got technically the whole Charizards here. Charizard Y, Charizard, Charmeleon, Charizard X, Pikachu, Charmander, Alolan Marowak, Pidgeot, Golbat, and Beedrill. Technically Mega Beedrill would be the top 10. And then, Pinsir, Sandslash, Alolan, Mega Pinsir, by the way. I also was throwing the Gigantamax Lapras in with that Lapras too. I don't think I stated that, but actually I like regular Lapras more than Gigantamax Lapras. Mew, obviously. Mega Blastoise. I mean, obviously you can see them here. You probably know most of these Pokemon. But yeah, there's our Gen 1 list here from most whatever. Like I said, it's just design-wise I don't like it. I can see why this thing could be good. Super Fang and different things. I can find good things to say about Alolan Eradicate. Just the design. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to be true to my least favorite, but that's where it is right now. It's in last. So, technically if you want to go by true Gen 1 forms, it's Gloom. But again, I get where his concept was going with and everything. But it has, like the spores and sleep powders and stuff for statuses. But, either way, and then also you could say Charizard's my true Gen 1 whatever, you get what I'm trying to say. But we've been going for about an hour now, and we're only in Gen 1. Obviously I wanted to do the whole thing today. Do I want to keep doing the whole thing? Because I feel like it's going to be a long video where it took us an hour to do Gen 1, and Gen 1's the, because Gen 1 has 150, Gen 2 has 100, so it'll go faster for Gen 2 technically. Gen 3 has 135, I think. Gen 4, I can't remember how many Gen 4 has. I know Gen 5 has more than Gen 1. Gen 6 has the least. I think Gen 7 has like 80. And then Gen 8 has like 80 to 90. I don't know. Good amount still. So, I mean, it's one of the top 3 in numbers-wise for a length of Pokédex. So technically, by logicness, that should have been like one of the longer ones, but that's 8 generations. We're talking at the one took about an hour 17 minutes. Talking an 8-hour long video. I don't know. It's a long time. Maybe we'll at least go through Gen 2, and then we'll debate from there. Get through Gen 2, because Gen 2 and Gen 1. Maybe we'll go through Gen 3. We'll go through Gen 3. We'll say that definitively, because that's technically where I stopped playing Pokemon for a bit, and that'd be maybe the good brains to figure out if we want to cut off or not. Anyway, we got Chikorita, a lot of anime. Remember, it's with Chikorita. Chica. But design-wise, it's just a thing with a leaf. I think you go right there. I mean, I like you. Bayleaf, really cool mon. Again, anime remembering. Bayleaf, I think you're going to go just below Electrode there. Meganium, I like less than Bayleaf. I don't know, it just doesn't do much for me. Technically, I think I even like Chikorita more, but it's still a good mon with synthesis and stuff, so that's why I'm going to put it like right there. Just right there. Cyndaquil. Oh, yes. Cyndaquil, you go all the way up here, boy. Cyndaquil, my lovely little PokeChat friend, is so friggin' adorable. One of my all-time cutest Pokemon ever. It's going to go... Him and Golbat can almost be interchangeable. It's just, again, the usefulness factor is what's factoring into some of these placements. But again, nostalgia and what he is and his cuteness, first plushie that I kind of like owned, and I don't know, I've always loved Cyndaquil. I love the whole line actually. Clava I like design wise more than Cyndaquil, however, it doesn't have as much attachment to me as Cyndaquil does because of PokeChat reasons, so it's gonna go right about there. Really cool Pokemon. Typhlosion. It needs more fire. I actually like Clava more than I like Typhlosion. But Typhlosion's still a good mon. It's not horrible. I think it's going to go right about there. Right about there. Right about there. Totodile, anime remembering. Love Totodile as well. Like him less than Clava for sure. Like him less than Typhlosion for sure. I think you go right about there, Totodile. Croconaw. A little bit less memorable middle evolution. He's in those teenage youngsty years for sure. I think you're about right there, Mr. Croconaw. For Alligator, really cool mon. He's got the butt to show for it. That's really pretty much everything I remember about for Alligator, but he's a really good mon. Ice coverage, even though he's a water type. Helpful a lot. Really cool Gen 2 Pokemon. I think honestly for Alligator, you're gonna go right here below Gyarados. Centrant, very cute mon, but not really a lot of nostalgia with you. So I think you're about right there. Furret, shout out to Dobbs Gaming again. Freaking Furrets, that alone gets it points. But other than that, it's still Furret. So, for sure under Staryu. Honestly, I think Furret's going to go right there. I like Furret, though. Hoodoo, very cool design. I like you more than Pidgey. I like you more than you. I think you're right there. I mean, overall, like Spearow, or Hoodoo more than a Spearow design-wise, but still not use Noctowl much. Coolmon anime for shiny Pokemon we really see in the anime. I think Mr. Noctowl goes right below Chikorita in my mind. Ladybug. This thing helped me in Pokemon Go get my excellent streak of 50 curveballs or whatever it was that you had to do for Pokemon Go. This one and Wailmer were like my two main go-tos to get it accomplished. But other than that, it's just a bug. Lady Anne. Honestly, they're almost interchangeable. So, yeah. Spinarak, very cute mon. I think Spinarak, you go just above Vero. Ariados, another bug. Maybe right here below Seeking. Crobat. Used a Crobat a few times, but I've used Golbat way more, but I love Crobat's design for sure. I think Crobat's going to go right here, barely under Gengar. Chinchou, aka Shucky Jr. from Vinny's playthroughs. Also, Mew was Vinny as well. I don't think I shouted him out. And then Totodile was Dylan. Let's see. Shucky. I don't like his design too much, but he's still cool, so he's gonna go right there. The real Shucky, the real MVP. He's a really cool Pokemon. I like using him as a very unique typing. I think honestly is gonna go right there. Right there. Pichu, this thing is adorable looking. Smash Brothers character. But otherwise it's useless, but it's so freaking cute. Cute points help it a lot. I think I'm going to put him just below Cubone. Smash almost helps it go up higher, but yeah. Cleffa, baby Pokemon. Cute, yes, but useless otherwise. Igglybuff. A little more cute than Cleffa, but again, useless. Togepi, very, very cute. Less useless. Metronome Boy. Anime prevalent. First Gen 2 Pokemon we see in the anime, actually, for fact. But less than a Pichu, so I know that for sure. More than a Vileplume, I know that for sure. I think Mr. Togepi needs to go right below Coughing, honestly. Togetic, a little bit more as well, but not super high as Togepi. But still good Mon, don't get me wrong. Togetic, I think is gonna go right here. Not too. More than you. More than you. Less than you, I think. Yeah, I think you're right there. Not too. Xatu. Let's see, Xatu. The Derpymons I like a little bit more. I think Xatu just barely above Noctowl. Mareep, Super Fluff Ball. I love Mareep. Very good Mon. Evolves into good Mons as well. I think Mareep just barely nudges out a little Executor. Flaffy, I'm actually less of a fan than Mareep design-wise, but it's still a good Mon, don't get me wrong. But honestly, I think Flaffy loses a little bit of points, but it's still cute. Mega Ampharos, a lot of fur going on with this thing. Like, not really used much. I think is going to go just below Starmie. And then regular Ampharos, I've used a few times. I like him more than regular Ampharos, or Mega Ampharos. Honestly, I'm going to put Ampharos just above. Ooh, I'm trying to think. Not like I've used him super bunch, but still a good amount. I think he goes like right there. Right there sounds about right. Blossom, very cute. He at least helps the line again in adorability. I think you're going to go right here below Chikorita. Because otherwise, you don't got much going for you. Meryl, I freaking love Meryl. Another Gen 2 cute Pokemon. Like you more than you, like you more than you, like you more than you. Okay, so definitely going to be above this range, but below that range, I think. Less than Venusaur, less than Meryl. Just above Clefairy. I love Meryl. I don't know why, it's just cute. Asmodee, however, not a lot of attachment to. Still a good Mon. But, again, not a lot of attachment to. Sudowoodo, it's a tree. No, I'm just kidding. But it does get in the way sometimes. But it's quirky enough to kind of get it something going for it. It dances. But honestly, I think it goes just barely above these guys. Politoed, I kind of like Politoed. Perish Song helps him some, but not really used him much. So I think he's going to go right below Lord Helix here. Hoppip, it's cute. But again, not really much. Skiploom, I actually like less than Hoppip. It's kind of weird looking in this art. But I'd say it's just above Jinx. Jumpluff goes back into the cute list. Very much a stall Mon for sure is Jumpluff. Can be annoying for sure if it's against you, but if it's for you, you know, it can be useful. I think honestly Jumpluff is going to go right here. Apom, cute Pokemon. Not used him a lot, but he's still cute. I think he's gonna go just below Dratini, honestly. Sunkern, it's cute, but it's like one of the weakest Pokemon ever. About right there. Cuteness helps you. Sunflora can be good. Not really used one, but it can be good. I know that. It's better than that. I think, honestly, I'm just going to put it a tad above Blossom, even though I have more familiarity with Blossom, but still. Yanma. This thing's annoying in Pokemon Go when it moves around like crazy, but still a cool Mon. I like the concept of the Dragonfly Pokemon they were going for. I think, honestly, he's just going to go barely above Farfetch. Whooper, whoop. Love your little derpiness. I think you're just going to go barely above Lickitung. Quagsire, even more derpy, like your follow animation. cool typing, water ground, basically Swampert before Swampert. Honestly, I think it goes right there. Espeon, really good psychic type. Glass Cannon for sure, cool evolution concept. Green Shiny for sure. Definitely below Electabuzz. Above Electrode. I think you're gonna go right there, Espeon. Umbreon, my favorite evolution, however. Its shiny is cool. It just doesn't learn a lot of moves. That's the only problem with Umbreon here, is he just doesn't learn a lot. But I really love his shiny, but I'm going to put him just below Growlithe there, because I still like him a lot. Murkrow, you're kind of ugly, but still, you're okay. I think I'm going to just put you right below Porygon. Slowking, Pokemon Movie 2000 helps you a lot. I like your concept. I think you're just below Mega Slowbro, honestly. Misdreavus. Where do you rank Misdreavus? You're cuter than those. I think you're gonna go right there, Misdreavus. Unknown, I really like your lore of all the letters. I like your puzzlies, but you're just such a useless Pokemon, but you're really cool. You're cool, but you're lame at the same time, and that's what stinks about it. So honestly, you're gonna go right there. Right there. Oopsie, sorry. Accidentally cut out the screen somehow. My dog barks again. Wobbuffet, the Nuzlocke killer. J.K. Rowling, aka Harry Potter's writer's favorite Pokemon. Anime protagonist, kind of, at this point, because he's been in so many animes. I don't find a super lot of relations because I haven't really used one much, but I've seen him so many times in Nuzlocke and murdering people and being a problem for trainers. He's become iconic in so many different ways. I think it's just going to go right below Starmie, honestly. Girafarig, my wife's favorite animal is a giraffe. I do actually like Girafarig, I just wish it was better. Honestly, like a better Pokemon. So honestly, I think Girafarig is going to go just a tiny bit above some Flora here, just because of its design and what it represents. Pinecone, whatever. Just above Grimer. Not really much. Fortress. I don't really always understand this evolution, but I guess I get it sometimes too, but I don't know. I think honestly Fortress is going to go just above Parasect here. Dunsparce, very much useless Pokemon. We're all hoping he evolves one day, but he might not. He's still kind of derpy, but I think honestly I'm going to put him just above Alolan Grimer. Gligar. Gligar. I think it's going to go, honestly, right here. Mega Steelix, I really like him. Your shiny hurts you, but still really cool looking Pokemon. Mega Steelix is going to go, I think just about right here somewhere. I really like the rocks around it. Steelix is also a great Pokemon. Cool steel type, not as cool as Mega Steelix, but still very cool nonetheless. Honestly, I think Mr. Steelix is going to go right here below Shucky, or Lantern, or whatever. Snubbull, Detective Pikachu helps you a bit. You are somewhat ugly, but not horribly ugly. I get what they were going for, but I think you're going to go right there, honestly. Detective Pikachu helped you, but again, not much. Same with you, Granbull. You're kind of just right there with him. You get some points with seeing you in playthroughs, but again, not much. Whalefish. Fish with spikes. Yeah. down. Just keep going down. I think you're about right there. Mega Scizor. Cool looking Pokemon. But it's got a little too much going on for my liking. I don't know what I would have made him into myself. But I don't know. Just something about him doesn't fully ring my jimmies or whatever. I really like Scizor though. Him and Scyther are really cool in design. Honestly, I could almost interchange these two so many times. But I think gut-wise, I'd say Scizor over Scyther. But they're both really good design Pokemon. Shuckle. Don't mess with the Shuckle. Bite is a problem with this mon. But otherwise, not really much. It's basically like Magikarp, honestly. I'm going to put him right there. Mega Heracross. Not a big fan of his design. Too much horn action. I actually like the original horn a little bit more. I think, honestly, he's going to go right there. It's not a bad Pokemon, but regular Heracross, however, anime remembering for sure, helps him a lot. But I've used him a few times. I think he's going to go right here under Dragonite. Sneasel. Cool little Pokemon. I think Sneasel is going to go just below Seal, honestly. Teddy Ursa, sorry. Very, very cute Pokemon. I love how cute this thing is. Honestly, I think it's going to go right below Blossom. Ursaring, very powerful normal type. Kind of bland design, but I get it's supposed to be just a bear. So, can't complain too much. I think, honestly, Mr. Ursaring's gonna go right here somewhere. Slugma, fire type. It's just a snail looking thing. Like you more. I think you're gonna go right there. Makar goes fast. Macargo, like you more than those guys, like you more than those guys, like you more than those guys. Somewhere around there. I think just above Zatu, honestly. Swinub, kind of basic. Like you more than Slugma though. Piloswine, Pilo of Swine. I wish your hair was showing more of your eyes, or else it would help you some. Otherwise, not much going for you, Piloswine. I think you're just below Mega Heracross here. Galarian Corsola, kind of cool. I like its concept it was going for, but again, haven't used it much, so it's not going to be like ultra high. I think it's going to go right below the babies, honestly. Regular Corsola, I remember bits from the anime. I've used one a few times. Not like a super bunch. I think he's going to go just barely above Poliwhirl. Remoraid, basically a fish. Remoraid. It's kind of cute looking, but again, I think he's going to go just above Quailfish, honestly. Octillery, aka Jibe. Other being known as Jibe, not really much going on with this guy. I think he's gonna go right there, just barely above Asmoril. Actually, way above Asmoril. Delibird, I like Delibird, Santa Pokemon. Cool little concept. Shady Penguin's mascot, I'm pretty sure. Delibird. I think Delibird's gonna go right here for now. Mantine, another one, features Remoraid, kind of cute-ish. Used one a little bit in a playthrough. I think he honestly goes like right there. Skarmory, I really like Skarmory. One of my favorite steel types from Gen 2. So therefore he's above Steelix, obviously, but I don't think he's necessarily above Mega Steelix. Skarmory, above you, above you, above you. I think he goes about right there, just because of his design is really cool. Houndour, really cool fire dog. Not the strongest, but still a cool fire dog. I think honestly, Houndour, I really like his design. It's gonna go about right here. Mega Houndoom, literally the death Houndoom. Really like his design. I just wish he was a little bit tiny bit more useful. But he's not horrible. I think honestly just goes right above Snorlax here. I can get him to go in front of Snorlax. Regular Houndoom. Another still cool Pokemon. Definitely gonna be under Mega Houndoom. I'm just trying to figure out where exactly he's gonna go. I think he goes right here above Executor. Still like Houndoom. Kingdra, really like Kingdra. Like him more than Seadra. So there's Seadra. Like him more than those, like him more than those, like him more than those. I think Kingdra is gonna go right here below Mega Steelix. Phanpy, very, very, very cute again. Cute points automatically help a lot. Although I find Teddiursa cuter, so I think it's going to go right there. Donphan is anime prevalent. Man, Pokemon Stadium 2 prevalent. I remember him in there. Always liked Donphan a lot. Elephanty. Honestly, I think Mr. Donphan is going to go right here. Porygon 2, I like more than Porygon, but again, not really too much. Better than Farfetch. I think he goes right there. Stantler, literally a deer. I'm not a big fan of his tail. I think honestly he just goes barely above Corsola here. Corsola, sorry. Smeargle, cute little dog painter thing. It goes right above Yanma below there. Tyrogue, like your evolution line. You're just awkward-ish looking, which hurts you. But again, your evolution line helps, so I think right there, Hitmontop, my favorite of the Hitmons, honestly. I mean, Hitmonchan's cool, but Hitmontop's really cool. Where's Hitmonchan? There's Hitmonlee, so therefore Hitmonchan's above Hitmonlee. What the heck's Hitmonchan? You're all probably seeing him right now and screaming at me. Okay, so go back to Hitmonlee. Okay, go up lanes. Where the heck is Hitmonchan? Hitmonchan. There he is. So he's definitely above Hitmonchan. I know that for a fact. I love his animation. I think, honestly, he's going to go right here. Whew. Smooch him. Kind of disturbing design, like you less than that, like you less than that, like you less than that, like you less than those. Less than you. And it's not like a horrible, but it's still somewhat disturbing. Elekid, I love Elekid. I love the whole Electabuzz line, but Elekid I like more than Electabuzz. He's so cute. He's my favorite baby for sure. So therefore he's above Pichu. Elekid just gets so much points for cuteness. I think honestly he's gonna go right here under Kingdra. Magby, another kind of cute one. I just don't like his head too much. Miltank, literally death on a skewer for Gen 2, but still really good Pokemon when you have it yourself. Milk Drink really helps. think honestly I'm gonna put him right here under Lord Helix. Blissey, basically Chansey with a dress. I'm trying to think where Blissey would rank. Where will you go, Miss Thing? For sure above the babies. I think I still lean more toward Chansey. More toward you guys. Maybe right here. No, because I like Heracross more. I forgot about that one. Maybe right there. For sure right there. Okay. Raikou, very cool doggo. Could be my favorite of the dogs, but I don't know. I think it's just because of his lack of anime prowess is what hurts him, honestly. But he's still one of the coolest looking ones of the group. So he's going to go right there. Entei, the most anime prowess of the three. Really like him. He's really majestic as well. Really do like him. And Suicune, and I've had him in a few playthroughs. Mr. Suicune. My favorite of the three. Trying to think where he's going to rank. Above you. I think just below Hitmontop. Alright, Tyrogue. Cool little guy. You're always excited when you get him. I think honestly he's going to go right here above Galarian Farfetch. Pupitar, I don't like as much as Tyrogue, but it's still cool when you get them because of the fact that you know you're going to get a Tyranitar eventually. But the design, I don't know, it just doesn't really hardcore speak to me, so I think I'm going to put him just above Onix here. Mega Tyranitar, this thing looks deadly as crap. But not the biggest design fan, but still really cool. Tyranitar regular, however, I really like. Very, very cool. Godzilla vibes, obviously. Not that the Mega one doesn't give me that too, but I just like him a lot. Like him more than those guys. Like him more than these guys. I think honestly Tyranitar is going to go about right here. Lugia, Pokemon 2000, immediately shoots this thing up. I really love it. Love Lugia, Lalore. It's over all the other birds right now. So therefore he's over Zapdos because I like him more than Zapdos and like him more than Moltres. But let's see, where are you going to rank, Mr. Lugia? A lot of anime memories with you. I think you're going to go just above Gengar here. Just above Gengar. Ho-Oh, however, I like more than Lugia. I think Ho-Oh goes right there. Celebi, basically green Mew. Very cute, but not as much memories with Celebi as I did with Mew. Goes right there. And then we get into Gen 3. And we're just about to hit the 2-hour mark. About right on time, right? For that one. And then, yeah, right there's the end of Gen 3 where the Deoxys. So we'll try to be as quickly as Gen 3 as possible. And then we'll do basically probably break it off there because I just feel like it'd be really too long to try to get all of these. As much as I would love to rank every single one of these in one video, I think for your guys' sanity, be best to break it up because it's either I do 4 generations and then do it that way of 2, or I do every 2 generations, like 2 and then 2 then 2, right? That'd be right, 2 then you get to 4 then 6 and another 2. So yeah, it's like that way or whatever. Like I said, we're about to go into Gen 3, which would be a little over, obviously a third of the way in there. Honestly, because I'm trying to debate on this, what do I want to do? Do I want to do 2 parts, or do I want to do 2 generations per part? And then we just keep including into each one, or how do we want to do this? Alright, answer. Here's the answer. Final answer. We're going to do 2 generations per part. So, I think this is going to be a good point. That way this is just not too long. You get my opinions on Gen 1 through 2. We'll come back next video and do Gens 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6, so on and so forth, and then just keep updating through this list. I think that's the best way to kind of do this. I think that's the way that makes the most sense in my head. And that way these videos aren't too long, as much as I wanted to come back with a good long video and everything like that. Again, I think it makes the most sense to kind of do it this way. But either ways, yeah, guys, this will be pretty much the end of this video. Like I said, be sure to stay tuned for more updates. Like I said, I know with the baby and toddler and full-time work and everything, it's kind of hard right now to make videos, and I know you guys have been very understanding of it all, but we do want to make content. We do want to have things coming out. Just right now, my family is still my top priority with everything until I just kind of get in a better routine again. Like I said, we'll have Soul Silver probably go ahead and go up here now. I can easily record that even with the babies and everything like that, because it's literally just adding my audio on top of it. And then I'll probably still record the co-op with my wife behind the scenes as well, and then get that rolling. And then, like I said, we'll have Road to Shield still popping around, and the shiny hunting series going around as well. Other than that, though, and oh yeah, and the 5-year kind of like celebration type thing where we look through some of those. Those won't be too hard to do here and there, but otherwise, guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this one. We got through 2 generations, including the form differences and everything. See some of my favorites. Obviously, Mr. Charizard's up here toward the top. We added a few new in our top 10s through 20s here. With the addition of Gen 2, you can kind of run through here and kind of see them. You can slow this down, you can pause it, whatever you need to do to see what my list kind of is. I feel like some of these could almost be changed around, but for now, this is what I'm going to kind of stick with, just in my head, and kind of go forward from there and figure out where the rest of these things are. But go ahead quickly, just how to wrap up. I did stop playing Pokemon, like I said, in Gen 3, but then I came back when Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out, and got back into Pokemon at the tail end of that. Played all of Oras, Omega Ruby, actually on this channel. And then I did a little bit of Sun and Moon when that one first came out, but I didn't do anything video-wise with that. I just played it at home, just enjoying it, seeing how it was like playing a Pokemon game to see if I really wanted to get back into Pokemon with new stuff, not knowing anything of Gen 4 and 5 or whatever, which is probably wrong of me, but then again, I finally did Pokemon Platinum. I did that on the channel, and then I just recently did Gen 6, and then here very soon we'll have the co-op of Gen 5 with me and my wife playing Gen 5. And then, yeah, I've played every generation, and then obviously we have the Road to Shield, which will get us to Gen 8, and we'll go from there, and then we'll have also a Road to Sword series, hopefully starting up soon. That should hopefully get us to the second wave of DLC coming out in the fall. That is my goal for everything, that we'll play all the remaining Pokemon games that I've never played, just to kind of finish out and tie a bow on everything. I would say I played every single Pokemon main series game, going from there, and then maybe we can dive into some of the third-party games, or some of the ones I have nostalgia value with that I've kind of talked about through here. Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Puzzle League, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, whatever you want to say. Different ones. There's so many to name, it's kind of ridiculous, but I know it's a lot of fun for different people. But yes, either way, this is going to be the Modern Gamer signing out. We'll see you guys in the next part. Thank you so much. Be sure to hit that like button, like I said. Be sure to subscribe. It really helps a lot. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Kaka!